Also a huge weekend for Germany after their opening game defeat to Mexico. And they're a squad who have their own issues with the two players having been photographed with the Prime Minister of Turkey and not having been dealt with properly, and then getting booed by the German fans. And it doesn't seem like it's a story that's been handled particularly well by the German management team. Olivia Bierhoff is the one who's been speaking. He's the manager of the organisation, whereas obviously
team manager, I think he is.
Jogi Löw is obviously the coach and he picks the team. It's a weird situation where such a well-run and storied organisation as the German Football Federation have not been able to manage this properly.
Yeah, and it strikes me certainly as a little bit complacent. It's almost as if we've become too big for it now. We've had so much success. We've gone away to Brazil 4 years ago, won the World Cup. He picks a second-string side essentially last year at the Confederations Cup, and they win it handily enough. A few of the players that's come back in now, so it seems that they've got so much experience within the side that they've kind of neglected the things that have probably got them into that position earlier on. You look back, 12 years ago now? It is, bloody hell, 12 years ago in 2006 when that young squad of players all came together. They took that into 2010, and they had such a togetherness for the last certainly the last three World Cups, this one included, I suppose. 4 World Cups, this one included. And I think now that they've almost, if they've gone, like, we don't need to do that now. We don't need to really maybe look after sort out the things that's got us into this position. We can kind of dismiss people, and it seems to have backfired quite badly on them. Yeah,
and it's Sweden. Sweden aren't going to be a pushover for them in that game tomorrow.
I don't know if you saw any of the games, but Sweden, I was impressed with Sweden. I thought they moved the ball well. And again, it's South Korea, so you're playing against a different team in Germany, don't get me wrong. But if you only need to watch that Mexico game of the night, Mexico should have won 3 or 4, easily should have won 3 or 4 in that match. And they took a chance. They did take a few risks with how they played Mexico, leaving 2 up front all the time. They were constantly getting overloads. It was 3-on-2, particularly in the last 20, 30 minutes in that game. 3 Mexico players on 2 Germany players so often in the latter stages of the match. And I don't know. Germany just don't look the side. Well, I don't see any pace in the side. I don't see any real movement ahead of the ball. I think they slow the ball down far too easily. And I don't see anyone when a Kroos, when an Ozil, when a Draxler or whoever it would be, all these real talented players, that they've got. I don't see any real pace ahead of them that they can really start to fire the ball into Timo Werner, get runners beyond Timo Werner. I don't see it. I don't see Germany being the force that they were maybe in the last 3 or 4 tournaments.
Is Leroy Sané fast? Would he have been an option in all this?
Without a doubt, definitely. That's why when you're looking last 20 minutes of that game the other day, where's the different option from the bench? Where are they going to get this player that comes on? But obviously, he doesn't. It clearly said to me that Jogi Löw didn't like Leroy Sané's attitude. He didn't like him as a lad. Didn't think that he fit into that group ethic, and he didn't want him around, and that's why he paid the price.